Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Hayes Crude Outside. I'm Hayes Crude. Glad to see you. Hope all is well. Well, it's almost the end of summer, and we got a little bit of crabbing, a little bit of fishing before hunting season. I'm out on the Intercoastal Waterway out in Chesapeake, Virginia, and we're going to do some crabbing today. Got a couple different crab pots, a couple different types of bait, and want to catch some dinner. So I'm going to drop these off. It's about high tide. It's underneath a bridge where there's a lot of structure. Blue crabs like to do a lot of structure so they can hide from things that want to eat them. So I'm going to drop these off during the day, about 12 o'clock, and let them sit for about 24 hours. Crabs really like to come out at nighttime, so these will already be in the water ready to go, and I'll pick them up tomorrow around 12 o'clock as well. Give it about 24 hours. But we're going to do some blue crab crabbing, and we're using chicken, we're using fish, and a little bit of shrimp. It'll be interesting to see the different types of crabs we'll catch in each pot depending on the bait. But thank you for watching. Again, glad to see you. Please like and subscribe. Let's do some crabbing. And the water's pretty clear today. They call this black water, but the hotter it gets, the clearer the water is going to be. And before the hurricanes hit in September, you're going to get a couple feet visibility, 2-3 feet. That's a lot for this area. Lots of structure over here, which is good. All right. So what we have here is just a basic, I call it a day pot. There's only one level to it. The commercial pots are much bigger. They have rebarb around the base to hold it in the water, and then it's more of a double decker. Again, this is more of a day pot. Costs about 50 bucks. You can get them all kinds of places. I got this one from Ocean Seas Bait and Tackle. There's also some you can get at Bass Pro Shop. That's going to dump everything in the water here in a second. But we're going chicken. Let's go 2, 3. That's more than enough. And again, I was only going to put this in for 24 hours, so this should be good. I've got a weight on the inside. So it'll, again, help hold it down. Sometimes there's going to be some current, and a little bit of weight will help hold it in. And we're going to drop it. Now make sure you always have this. There's times where I forget to latch the top and the crabs will get out. You can see where the crabs go in. They can come back out of there too, so that's why you don't want to leave it in there too long. All right, so we got plenty of room. If the tide goes up any further, which I don't think it will, you can see where it normally is. Plenty of room for that. All right. We've got some fish. There we go. Make sure I secure my trash. Got some shrimp. All right. So we got that. Some old shrimp from the other day. Throw that in there. We got 2 pieces of chicken left. Bada boom. So shrimp and chicken, that's a good eating, regardless of who you are. All right, got all that in there. Around. Pull the buoy out. Now in Virginia, you got to mark your buoys, and of course you need a certain amount of traps. I've only got 3. The more traps you have, the more licenses you need to have for that. All right, rope's good. All right, trap is secured. I want to go a little bit deeper. So second trap is going to be chicken only. First trap is going to be shrimp and chicken. So let's make sure we remember that. I want to give it a little bit more distance. Good. It's got a little bit of slack just in case it gets higher. I have had times where I had too much float and too little weight on the trap, and I come back and the trap has moved a great distance, especially when you're in salt water where there's a lot more current. Grasses can get on these lines, and really you just, in some cases, you won't find your pot. I haven't been that far yet, but I'm sure that's coming. Now this is that double decker I was telling you about. It's still not a commercial pot, but you can see it's got a second tier. So when the crabs come in, if they come up through here, it's harder for them to find their way out. They're going to have to look at two different places. Plus, it does keep the crabs away from each other. Crabs don't like necessarily to be next to each other, especially males. They get in their fight, and a lot of times if they run out of bait, which isn't going to happen here, but if they run out of bait, they go after each other, chase each other out, which is why I'm only going to leave this in for about 24, maybe 36 hours, but mostly 24 hours. And this is the first time I've run this pot, so I got to make sure got that. I'm using a different rope that came with it, hoping there's not going to be an issue with that. See, it's a kind of a plastic nylon rope. We'll see. I'm not a big fan of those ropes. They just don't seem to tie as well as some of the other ones. Got a few brim I was using the other day for catfish bait. So one brim, three brim. Lock that up. I always put that on the bottom, making sure I secure my trash. All right, and I've got a bigger brick on it. Not sure why I put a whole brick, but I don't mind the extra weight. I'm going to get a little bit closer to the structure. My thought process is crabs really like something like this, so I want to be as close to it as I can to get them as they come out tonight looking for food. Now there's a lot of boat traffic through here, and obviously I run the risk of someone coming and either taking the crabs or taking crab pots. So it's always, sometimes I don't like them putting too much. These are about 50 bucks a pop. And 150 bucks isn't going to break me, but man, it does sure sting. So let's hope we got good, honest people here. And I don't know if I have enough line on this. Let's see. Yeah, that'll give me about a foot more of high tide. Yeah, it can go higher, but I don't think it is. All right, so we're good. I'll probably end up putting more line on these just in case. I do a lot of crabbing on the James River. Water doesn't get too much higher than 5 feet, 6 feet tops. But you know, on a good heavy rain day, swell day, things can disappear. So I might need to go a little bit more. All right. it's over 90 degrees today. It's sweltering. But this will be pitch black at night. So we've got chicken, shrimp, chicken, and then on the double decker we got straight fish. All right, now we wait. I feel something. Yeah, he's fighting it.
Yeah, he's like, I know where you're gonna put me. Did you get fish too?
No, just crabs.
That's so cool.
Yeah, now I just gotta get him out. He's gonna be a bit.
Did you get a place? Can I look?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So you went out and you put that down? Because we have kayaks.
Mm-hmm.
We could be getting crabs in here.
Yeah, I put him out 24 hours. I got 6 of them.
Look at that.
Not too bad.
How cool is that?
Yes, man. Thank you. All right.
He's not gonna tell us. He's got
Just out in the river.
He's got secret spots.
If only.
Right? That's awesome.
You wanna?
We used to come out here when our son was little, and over on the other side,
Yeah.
chicken legs on a string, and then he would put string around them in the kitchen and walk them around the kitchen where they went. They know.
They really do. You too.